It's getting old now, but no, yeah.
Rather than
Yeah. It gives you
choosing one third.
it gives you different things to talk about. Yeah, that is great.
Sorry? This is really cool. GT.
No, because after the break again, we have to start on something.
Yeah, that's what I sort of see.
Probably goes to Chile, wouldn't it? I mean, they'll all know it because it's so pedestrian and fumble. I will have to get Sorry, I can't hear you.
For those of you that are doing pre-Manchester City content, we'll do post-Liverpool first. So we'll start post-Liverpool, and then we'll circle back afterwards, okay?
James, what's your main emotion after that? It's obviously a great result, and yet it feels like it could have been more as well.
Yeah, I think positive at the minute. To be fair, we had this opportunity to score the second goal, but I think it's a good result for both teams. We started well. The first half was interesting with and without the ball. Probably we didn't believe enough that it was possible to score, and we did it during the beginning of the second half.
What was it? The half time was just getting across the place to be more aggressive, to be a little bit bolder.
Yeah. I think we were even a bit surprised to have time and space to build up the play, and probably they didn't expect to be at that level. And so we spoke about this final third and the way it was possible to disturb their back line. We expected Salah as well to come on the pitch and to change a bit the dynamic, so we are prepared.
How do you reflect on Wilson's chance later on? He'll be disappointed, but he has to give credit to Piers as well for the game.
Yes, so it was well played at the beginning. I think connected with Robin. It was a long run, and probably a bit too long. He overthought about the way of managing this 1v1 with 2 or 3 defenders chasing behind him. So I think it wasn't a bad choice, but Alisson did well as well.
What was the emotions like in the dressing room? Were they a little bit disappointed?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. A bit, because it was possible. We had this opportunity to score the second goal, but they were proud of the way they played, because we had different phases in that game. Dominant with the ball, good in our 4-4-2. Then we worked hard in our back 5-4-1 in the low block. So different scenarios, different phases, different emotions. At the end, we were consistent.
What was you thinking with the selection tonight, which is you've kind of named a surprise team, I guess, a couple of times, and you did it again tonight with Trey further forwards. What was your thinking there?
All different. We had different ideas. The first one was to keep 3 midfielders to start the game with Enzo, Granit, and Noah. To protect our right side, because we expected this side to be strong, and with Trey off the right, it was possible to hold the width and to protect a bit more this side in 4-4-2. Then in the 5-4-1, like a natural drop. So Trey is really versatile, well connected with Nordi as well. So it was like a mix between our 4-4-2 and our 5-4-1.
Chemsdine's had a couple of big moments for Chelsea, and obviously tonight it's easy to forget that he's just 20 in his first season, isn't it, in the Premier League?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's the case for him and for many other players. They are discovering a new league, so it's our debut in this league. And we need experiences, and I think we are learning fast. Yeah.
How much has he come on from when you first got him in the summer? How much has he improved?
It's tough to say, because I think it's a question of time, question of experiences, and he played off the right, off the left, started. And came off the bench sometimes as well. So it's a long journey, and today it was good.
So just one more. Can I just ask about Luke coming on at the end there? I mean, I know he's only a minute or two at the end, but a great moment for him and on his way.
Yeah, and well deserved. And it was important to protect this side at the end. So rather than using an offensive player, we decided to go with a defensive profile, and I think Luke. It's impressive. He could play as a right winger, centre back, or left winger, and he's always committed.
I know he hasn't played this season before today, but how important is he?
He's really important. He's the club captain, first of all, and always really well connected with the players and the team. His standards are really high. Every day he wants to learn. He wants to show that he's part of the project. And even when you are a sub, you have to wait, and sometimes you can get frustrated. But so far, he was always positive, and I think he deserved this opportunity today.
Regis, you have this stretch of 4 really challenging games with Derby in the middle of it. Do you have an idea, a number in your head of how many points would be success, so that, okay, if we could make it through and get this many, where we need to be?
No, it's for me it's not possible to think like that. So it's more about the way we are playing. If we can stay consistent, if we can learn as well through these different experiences, we'll give the best version of Sunderland. After that, you have an opponent, and they can be in a fantastic day. Even if you are strong, you can lose, and you have to accept the situation. Or the game will be more balanced and you have the opportunity to win. So it's difficult to say. What we can control is our level of our way of playing, and after that we'll see.
Another easy game on Saturday, Man City away.
Yeah, another tough challenge, but an exciting one once again. And this league is like that. You don't have time to recover, switch on, and let's go again. So looking forward to playing this game.
You've won at Chelsea and you've drawn here. Obviously the players will be very respectful of how good Manchester City are, but they must take a lot of confidence from how you've done away from home.
Yeah, we are building our confidence and through different experiences. Our knowledge, our collective knowledge as well. So it's positive. But now Manchester City is probably one of the best teams in this league with the ball. So we know the pitch is big, and we know that we'll face one of the toughest challenge this season. So let's recover properly, quickly, and give the best.
I think a lot of fans are hoping you might give Granite and Noah the day off ahead of the derby next week because they're on the probably.
Yeah, today it shows that we can win points everywhere. So maybe it means that we'll have this opportunity against City. So we'll try to play with our best team, knowing that this problem can appear. At the minute, I think our players manage this situation properly.
You said there that maybe in the first half, the players didn't believe that they could score. Do you think the way they played in the second half will give them belief going into Manchester City that they can cause problems?
Don't know yet. We'll have time to recover 1 or 2 days. After that, we'll build the new game plan and the new belief. It will be different, but I think it's still important to stay alert, and we won't have the choice. We know how strong Manchester can be. So another challenge, and we'll see.
How do you stop Haaland?
Collectively, probably, because individually it's impossible. Yeah, I did really well against Fulham once again. When he has time and connection, especially in the middle, I think they are really dangerous in that part of the pitch. So we prepare a game plan to avoid to be too exposed in that situation.
Did you watch the Manchester City game last night?
Yeah.
Did you see anything in the last half an hour that you can? I don't expect you to tell us, obviously, but then you can maybe exploit.
Yeah, I think as expected, Fulham have the impact offensively. They can score, and when we played away against Fulham, we analysed this team, and it was obvious that they have many offensive threats. It shows that Manchester City can concede goals, and they have their own weaknesses. So it's always like that. Try to manage their strength and try to open the opportunities to score. So it will be balanced.
Great. Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Yep.
Richard?
We've seen Federico Chiesa has been a very good substitute for you in attack a few times this season. I guess you're very grateful that he proved very good in defence at one moment at the end there.
Yeah, I think in the final minutes of the game we were close, in my opinion, to making the 2-1 because we had a few set pieces. Were constantly around their box. They couldn't actually come out of that situation anymore. But then from one of the set pieces, when we brought in the second phase, we brought the ball in and the goalkeeper catched the ball. I looked up and I saw a player of them completely free at the halfway line. The good thing was from Fede that he could have thought, it's nothing for me to do anymore, I'm so far away from the situation, but he kept sprinting. And Ali moved him to the outside, and as a result of that, Fede could clear the ball off the line, which was, I think, the minimum we deserved tonight, and the minimum his effort deserved as well. And I mean with that the draw was the minimum we deserved tonight.
In terms of the performance overall, were you pleased with it, or were you frustrated with elements of it? How did you
A bit of both. So I knew before the game when you play Sunderland, I think from the 14th game they played now, they've only conceded 4 times more than 1 goal. And in these 4 games they've only conceded 2. So it's a hard team to score against. It's a hard team to create your chances against because they either go really aggressive in a high press or they have 11 players, 10 outfield players and a goalkeeper who defend their box with their lives. And that's why it's so difficult to create. So in that aspect, I was hoping for more, although I knew how difficult it is to create against them. I think, again, we've hardly conceded. The first big chance of them was, I don't count the shot that hit the bar because that was not a chance. But the first serious chance was from a set piece that hit the post. And then their goal is, in my opinion, not even a chance. If that is a chance, we've probably had 20 chances tonight. But unfortunately, a deflection led to going 1-0 down. And then recently, in our recent games, we found it really hard to get the equaliser, although we had our chances every time. But today, we had a little bit of luck with scoring the 1-1, because that was also deflection. For me, different, because that's a shot from 8, 9, 10 yards. So that's at least a serious chance, where a shot from 20 yards isn't. A serious chance, opportunity, but not a serious chance. So a bit of both. Yes.
Sunderland seemed to grow in confidence as the second half went on. Do you think that it's third match without a win here at Anfield? Do you think that Anfield is losing its sort of fear factor?
No, not Anfield, for sure. But it's clear that teams that play us now think they can get a result. Not only think, because that's been shown this season. And even in the games we've won, I think there also we fueled the confidence for other teams, like, there's something possible, but because the wins we had in the beginning of the season weren't easy ones as well. I don't completely agree with you that they grew into the game, because I think throughout the whole second half there was only one team that had the ball and only one team that was playing on one half. But yeah, if they got a free kick off the referee or they had a goal kick, they could bring it to our half with a long ball, and we had to defend 3 or 4 times a set piece and throw in and a corner kick. And of course, that is a danger with them, because they've shown this season that they are a threat in set pieces. The good thing for us is we didn't concede from a set piece. Maybe as a result of that we got at least a point.
As well as you prepared for them and seen their success, did they do anything that surprised you?
No, they didn't do anything that surprised me. No. Like I said, we know that they can press really high and defend with 11 players around their box, and that is what many teams do in the Premier League. And that's the minimum you need to do, defend with 11 players, because this league has become so strong that it's very hard not to defend with 11 players.
Hi. The goals from the scores was very similar to the one Kaito scores at Chelsea. when you're defending that, do you want the players to go to the ball, or would you rather them to drop off where the XG is lower and keep them real speed?
I think in the first instance, when they have the ball free on 30, 35 yards away from your goal, it's smarter to take away the space, because if you step out as a centre-back or in a different position, the other team tries to exploit that space. So first take away the space, but at a certain moment you move forward to the ball, which I think is what Virgil tried, and unlucky enough of a deflection, and I've seen so many deflected shots on the other end. Where one of them led to a goal as well, but yeah, we were again unlucky that from the few chances we've conceded a goal.
The last one.
I just think you're going to change it outside. Obviously, it's not a bad play to 3-1.
No.
Was it tactical, or was Cody carrying anything?
In my opinion, Cody struggled to dominate the 1v1s, and if you want to have any chance against, like I said, they were pressing high, but also in multiple situations they were in a low block, then the way to score is quite simple. You need a moment of magic from a player, or you need a set piece to score. And I felt in the first half that Cody struggled to find that moment, because it was hard for him to dominate the 1v1, let alone or get crosses in. So I thought in the first half we played with Soboslai off the right to be defensively strong enough not to concede as much as we did in the last few weeks. So I changed it to Mo on the right side and then play with a midfielder, Florian Wirtz, off the left. Like I said, we hardly conceded, but it was throughout the whole game difficult to create that moment of magic, and from the set pieces we had, unfortunately, we were once close. I think it was Maka in the first half with the post from a set piece, if I'm correct. But yeah, we had enough, especially in the end of the second half, but didn't score.
Thank you, Jeroen.